y'all. This Exodus 1, aka INDIGOSKEYE, aka Trigger, ranking in this bitch. What's up? Um, so we about to revisit something because I don't know. I was blizzard the night that I had reacted to this video, so I really don't remember everything that was on there. But y'all know where we going first. Most scandalous Los Angeles TV. So we're gonna start this thing up. 25 questions to ask Whack 100. Let's get it.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. The other day, y'all saw what young Ant did. He went on No Jumper and actually asked Dragonfly Jones about being CS2 back, something we've never seen Vlad or Adam 22 do. And after watching that, it really got me thinking. It's crazy that Porky has been sitting over there on No Jumper all this time, and yet Adam still hasn't asked him a single question about CS2 back. Not one. So it made me stop and think. In all these episodes, all these interviews, all these appearances, there are literally millions of questions Adam never asked him. So I sat down and made a list. A list of questions Adam never asked in over 100 shows together. In this episode, we're going to take a little trip down memory lane. We're going to revisit the lies. And I've got 20 questions right here for anybody out there who really wants to go viral. Here's your blueprint. 20 questions for CS2 back. Guaranteed to get the internet talking. All right, first question for Porky. Hey Porky, what would you call a black man who goes on a white-owned podcast and tries to implicate another black man in a murder they didn't commit?
We want to talk about you a little bit.
Right? Now, unless you want to talk about how he lined his son up to get killed for the insurance money.
See, what is
we
that?
ain't talking, we ain't talking about it, we ain't talking about it. How he got some responsibility in getting, old boy killed that they love up there in the Bay. Niggas roll blunts with their kids and pop perks with their kids because they think it's cool.
Why do you think he gave his son lean?
It ain't about thinking about what we know.
How do you know?
Did he collect the life insurance?
I don't know. Do you know?
Well, that's a fact.
Even if that's true, man,
That's a fact.
it's kind of ugly to be bringing that to the table.
Yeah, that ain't a...
What's that? Hey man, y'all run the
After the murder...
Hey, check this out. Y'all run the
What did he immediately do? Drop his
hold
life?
on. Y'all hit the y'all run them lights up.
There it goes. What was he claiming? Roll 60 script. Where Brick Baby from? Roll 60 script.
Where y'all tapping in from? We're gonna start that one little piece over with though. Hold on.
Oh, that's a fact.
Even if that's true, man,
That's a fact.
it's kind of ugly to be bringing that to the table.
Yeah, that ain't a... He got the other man smoked. After the murder, when Crandall went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do? Drop his flag? There it goes. What was he claiming? Roll 60 script. Where Brick Baby from? Roll 60 script. What you...
This before Brick Baby all them one got locked up. Now this is before that. So you see him saying these type of things on the internet, bro. You basically implicating all these folks into something that's like a RICO. As AI say, a RICO.
The police told Quando that the Roll 60 set him up. Who you think he checked in with? Roll 60s? With who? Okay, I see what you're doing.
What's up, boss?
Listen. Yeah, listen.
What's up, boss?
No, listen.
The pain became to the point.
I ain't got premium, y'all, so y'all gonna have to slide through a couple of commercials. Where you coming in from, boss? Where you coming in from, boss?
What's the word for that, Porky? Do you have any examples of a black man doing something like that? Sitting down on a white-owned platform with millions of subscribers and attempting to tie another black man's name to a murder he had nothing to do with. What do you call a black man who moves like that, Porky? I'm just curious, in your own words, because it sounds real familiar. Second question, Porky. Why did you go on Vlad TV and lie about doing time in Soledad?
So by the time I left there, I hit Soledad. Now you can throw it out all you want through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad.
Why make that up? If there's no Soledad time in your record, why fabricate that story? And while we're at it, why did you lie about the C blank wax story? Why'd you make that up too?
And I went to reception, and they put me in cell with a G homie named Baby Wayne from Billistown Power Road. And I think at that point is when my penitentiary training started. You know, because he had been to prison 2-3 times.
Nothing but lies.
The good thing about Baby Wayne was a knockout artist. And when you're a young Power Road in the cell with a G homie, you're gonna fight at least 3-4 times a week just because.
So basically, he's saying he got his ass beat in jail at least 3 times a week. So you know, heard it from the horse's mouth. Heard what he said.
My physical game, and he made me swabbing him every day almost. So by the time I left here, I hit Soledad, and Soledad was really that was the birth. That was the birth of CK Wack.
Was that just another case of you trying to build up your fake rep? Next question. If you're not CS2 back, then why have you spent the last 2 years telling so many lies about him? Why did you lie and say
I'm talking about
the paperwork said he was a low-level?
I'm talking about Hamdul Muhammad like my first cousin, Mansour Muhammad like my third brother, my real brother, my nigga. Real talk. Hamdul Muhammad. You know what I mean? Shit. They don't know nothing about that.
Whoever this dude is, he's a low-level drug dealer, and he's in fear that his family members in the main streets will be hurt.
Where did you get that from? Because it's not in the paperwork. Also, why did you lie and say the paperwork said that CS2 back was in fear for him and his family's life in the main streets? When the paperwork doesn't say that either. It also doesn't say that CS2 back was from Main Street.
What's up? What's up?
Why have you gone out of your way to make people believe that lie?
What's up?
And more importantly, why did you lie and say the Juice added the name back to the paperwork?
He's winning credit on paperwork and ask him back here. You don't see that, he's a bozo. I'm done talking about this shit. He's winning credit on paperwork and ask him back here. You don't see that, he's a bozo. I'm done talking about this shit.
You told us to go ask Mark Stevens and Stutterbox if you were CS2 back.
I don't know who that is. Who that is?
That you were CS2.
Hey, do I know you? Desire Monique. I can't see what the last part is. I got on these damn Ray-Ban, but I can't see what the last part is. But yeah, do I know you or something? She's talking about I getting old. What's up? What's up? Hey man, we gotta hit to that now. Air horn for all these folk coming in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all flood this thing. Oh, #1 fan. That what it do, baby. #1 fan. I'm talking about. Appreciate it. We in here listening to Most Scandalous Los Angeles. This video is about him breaking down 25 questions to ask Wack 100. And he said if you ask Wack any of these questions, it's gonna break the internet, my nigga. My nigga.
Do you see your conversation with Cass Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating when they started recording.
Right.
Hey man, all y'all fans, man, y'all cool, brother. Hey, let's get to talking in here. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about, like world news and shit? Hey, rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about. They go in threes, y'all.
Now, the paperwork, they put him as back, B-A-C-K.
Why did Stutterbox tell us that you were CS2 back?
Alizar, what's up?
I called Wack.
What's up, Alizar?
My Rolls Royce get shot up. My girl almost get killed. I laid on time over there. We make it up out of there. When I see the bullet holes in my car the next day, he reaching out, trying to contact the nigga who supposed to be the boogeyman.
Supposed to be the boogeyman.
How am I bad? It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap.
Next set of questions, Coach. What kind of relationship do you really have with Greg Kading that makes you feel so comfortable lying in his name all the time? Why did you lie and say Greg Kading owed you a favor?
Officer Greg Kading and Darren Lieutenant or some shit.
Yeah.
When we coming outside on the stairway, me and my attorney, they stop us. They say, look, man, we can't afford this harassment lawsuit. You know, I'm beyond the gated community. I'm claiming on his bears. I gotta move my family. My wife is traumatized. She kicked my door in. I'm putting extras on it, right?
Right.
They said, listen, man.
Russ say he putting extras on
They
it.
advised my attorney. My attorney said, look, dude said, drop the case, and they owe you one. If you don't drop it, right, then you know what comes with that. My attorney's talking to me. He know my personal business and say, you know how you are every day, so you don't really need that in the mix. So I said, well, listen, I don't need no motherfuckers hemming me up every day. We figured out as we figured out. I'll leave it like that.
Because when Greg Kading was asked about it, he said you were lying.
This is Buick, now.
Well, let me get past the commercial.
Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0
Lying.
Okay, all of that is absolute bullshit, except for the fact we met him at his lawyer's office. We sat down, we said, here's the deal, man. You know, we've had this case against you. We came up empty-handed. You know, sorry that you got caught in the middle of this. Somebody put your name out there. We didn't know any better, so we followed.
So basically, Greg Kading called Whack a liar.
Consider box the benefit of the doubt. Here we are. You know, was there an apology? Yeah, I don't know. It's my style to kind of apologize. Sorry, you have to fucking go through this. But nonetheless, it is what it is. The idea of suing us, fucking bullshit. Like we owe you one, bullshit.
Oh, I gotta leave and come back, y'all. I'll be back. Alright, what's up, y'all? My bad. I had to fall back like a small bat. But I'm back like an asthma attack in this bitch. So yeah, what's happening, fam? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I gotta play the shit. But yeah, man. Well, I had to get off the phone, boy. I had one of woo.
Neil and the 7 Main Street Crips.
Right, I call my man Money Mark. Right, Money Mark is Shaquille's left right hand man, his big spark. I said, yo, Mark, check it out. Call my attorney. Tell my attorney I said put you online with that federal officer. Have your attorney call that federal officer to the stand. Well, first tell him to call Box to the stand. You want him to do one thing and one thing only. Ask Box if he's a federal informant documented. Everybody from LA in the courtroom, he's gonna lie. Trust me, I know him, he's gonna lie. When that happens, I'm giving you a jewel because Shaq looked out for me. Right? I don't.
Wow, this man sound like. Hold on, he sound like.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by 2 separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
And he also sound like. I forgot how hard that shit really was, bro. That's good music, big dog. I think LaMelo brother put out something called Law and Order or something.
I don't need this paper, so I'm passing it to you. Have your attorney call this Greg down, take a stand, and then let him tell the judge, present the documents he has, fingerprints, all the paperwork, the payment statement, payments due every month, to show that this dude is a federal informant. At that point in time, Fox has perjured himself on the stand. Whatever allegations have been shot, and anybody else tied to the case, they gotta kick it out.
The idea of him having anything to do with the trial of when Soderbox went to testify, and the thing fell apart. Cash had absolutely nothing to do with any of that.
Got me! Got me!
So he's just taking all of these pieces of information and putting them together like he was the puppet master. It's all absolute bullshit.
Why did you lie and tell everybody that Greg Kading was the lead detective in the investigation?
We got Reggie Wright, top right. Reggie Wright contacted Greg Kadings. Greg Kadings was the lead investigator on that case. Greg Kadings was the lead investigator on that case.
You said it over and over, like it was a fact. But the paperwork doesn't say that. And Greg Kading himself said it wasn't true.
Greg Kading said it wasn't true.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America.
Come on, y'all, I ain't got
keep this country
premium, man.
moving. For them,
I might just break down and get
Wasn't
that.
true. So Greg, let me ask you, because the people want to know. When Wack brought you on Clubhouse, he introduced you as the lead investigator on the Stutterbox case. Is that true? Were you the lead investigator in that case?
No, that's not true. No, that's not true.
Why did you let Lieutenant Officer Love's boys get on
Damn,
his
son.
platform and lie on Greg Kading too? Why let him tell people Greg Kading was the lead investigator in the case?
Jones, we don't usually use monikers under those circumstances, like Wack or Wack 100.
Okay, so this is the lead detective in the investigation.
When the paperwork clearly says otherwise.
It's not the lead.
The paperwork says Mark Stevens was talking to Del Dog. And he told Del Dog that a guy named Back wanted his number. And when you
Rest
look
in
at
peace,
that
Del
paperwork,
Dog. Rest in peace.
it clearly identifies Back as being confidential source number 2, or CS2 for short. So if the paperwork identifies Back as CS2, and that's who Mark Stevens and Del Dog are talking about, why did Greg Kading say that the conversation they were having in the wiretap was about you, Porky, if you're not CS2 Back? But you're agreeing that in the transcripts we have, it's Wack that Mark and Del are talking about in the conversation they're having, right?
Hey, y'all, I think I'm going to slide out and come right back in. Hold on.
And I think Wack
Pop back in the live. For the pop back out, I'm coming right back in. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna pop back out the live. Give me a second.